So here I have a 1999 Jeep Cherokee Sport 4.0 inline 6 with 153,000 miles. I buy and resell these. These are real popular here in the Midwest. Really popular. Everybody wants one of these. I have no idea why. I guess they're fun and cool. So I want to give you guys some tips and things to look for on buying one of these. First, on the body, make sure there's no major rust. This one has a little bit of rust on the door, under the doors, but it's not rusted through. It's still fixable, as you can see. Always look for the rust. That's very fixable. If you take it to a shop, they'll fix that right away. It doesn't have no dents, no scratches, nothing crazy like that. The hood always fades on these. This one's actually not faded, which is a good thing. It's a really nice color. I actually like this color. Here's the biggest rust spot on this one is right here, but it's not rusted through, so that's a good thing. You can get that fixed for like 300 bucks. On the body, that's really the major thing to look for on these. Here in the Midwest, we have that salt and snow and all that crazy stuff. So they rust real quick, especially, I mean, you got to understand it's a 20-year-old vehicle. Second thing I want to tell you guys about these Jeeps, the interior. It's usually all beat up and destroyed. This one, all these Jeeps have a tear right here, a rip, whatever you want to call it. They always rip right here. I have no idea why. I've owned several of these and they're always rip right there, which is not a major thing. It's actually really clean inside. The interior is like brand new. It's crazy. It's still got the original spare tire, which is pretty cool. It's really clean. Third thing to look for on these Jeeps, and it's one of my biggest pet peeves, the headliner. The headliners always sag on these. This one's actually brand new. Well, it looks brand new, it looks original. So someone really took care of this Jeep. Either they replaced it or have it off. If you take this off, it's like a black plywood to it, which is not bad, but I like the original look. So always look for the headliner not to sag. You can fix it, but it's just a weird thing. I just hate it. But this one's pretty good. Carpet's still in new condition, which is not bad. You also want to look for some rust under the doors. This one doesn't have major rust, which is a good thing. Another thing that's real common on these Jeeps, it's these remote control for the windows. They go bad on them all the time. Either one window doesn't work, or 3 windows work, or all of them don't work. This one, they actually all work. So look for that. Make sure all the windows roll up and go down. Yeah, other than that, that's the really major things that I look for in these Jeeps. Other than that, you always want to make sure when buying one of these, the 4x4, make sure it works. When you buy one of these, you want to make sure the 4x4 works. So you put it in neutral, and the light should pop up on the dash. Part-time. So the 4x4 is working on this one. So every time I buy one of these, I make sure the 4x4 works. And it doesn't have a check engine light on or anything like that, so that's a good thing. Always make sure, check for a check engine light on. I'm real picky about that, so I hate them. I don't know why, but I hate those check engine lights on. It does have 153,306. Really low for this year. Either right now they have like 210 to 250, almost hitting 300,000 miles, but this one's pretty low. Also, when buying one of these, either the heater works or the AC works. It's a Jeep, who cares, you know what I mean? But people are picky and they like them both to work. I care more about the heater. It works. The AC does not work. It might need charge. I might have to look into that. I'm gonna pop the hood open. So here is the famous 4.0 inline 6. Everybody wants this motor. I have no idea why. It's one of the best motors Jeep ever made. So anytime you buy one of these, make sure it doesn't smell like antifreeze. These are real common for head gaskets blown. So make sure there's no smell of antifreeze anywhere. It doesn't smell like oil. Every time you buy one of these, make sure the oil is full. Your oil is right here, your engine oil, your transmission. Here is your brake fluid, your power steering, They put a lot of new parts to it. You can tell someone took really good care of it. It doesn't leak anything. Wipers work. Everything works in it. If you take care of this motor will last you a lifetime. So that's a good thing about these Jeeps. I guess that's why everybody wants them. So always look for that. Make sure there's no smoke coming out. I'm gonna turn it on for you guys. It's actually really, really quiet. Anytime you buy a vehicle, make sure there's no gray smoke coming out of the muffler. It's just something that I look for. It's really, really nice. This will sell quick. I will probably sell it in about a day or two for a good price. Make sure there's no weird noises to it. Make sure there's no smoke coming out of it. Nothing crazy like that. So this is something that a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know. This one actually has the owner's manual to it, the Jeep. If your Jeep has one of these, it's worth at least $1,000 more for your Jeep. I have no idea why. It's something original that people look for. If you have an owner's manual, this is something to look for when you buy one of these Jeeps. If it doesn't have it, I mean, it's oh well, who cares? But it's a good thing to have one of those. Other than that, there goes some good tips on buying one of these Jeep Cherokees. I always make sure all the lights work, and especially I make sure they have a clean title. I'm real picky about salvage and rebuilt titles. I don't buy none of that shit. It's not good. But it's a good Jeep. Enjoy.